Hi everyone, so I just wanted to record a quick video. I did get up at about 5 this morning. That's just my normal wake up time. And so I did launch about 20 items from my virtual assistant that he had ready. And then I did get a box of items back from my friend who also works for me and takes photos. She does it on the night shift. So when I woke up early, the box of items was there. She got about 24 items done last night. She must have had kind of a busy night because sometimes she'll get literally 100 items done. But 24 is great. I just like to wake up my store. So thankfully my virtual assistant had about 20 items ready to just go off of InkFrog. There was one where he had put pictures of jeans when it should have been shorts, and it was just because I didn't in the title put that they were shorts on my spreadsheet. I normally try to make sure that he can follow along with the photos in order, even if the tag isn't clear or something. And this time I just put Eddie Bauer size 38, and I did not put that they were shorts. And so he had that one listing wrong that he happened to be up. And so I just said, hey, Arif, can you fix that one? I'm sorry, I was out of order on the jeans and these are shorts. Here's the listing for the pair of jeans. And so we fixed that right away. So that took me about 5 extra minutes. But otherwise, I launched all those things, went and put them where they go. I do have piles, as you can see. So here is my office, and I've showed you this before. But anyway, here are clothes that, let me see here, guys, sorry. So I just got here, and there's just all this stuff from yesterday. Those are Pottery Barn gingham curtains, which I'm very excited about doing. And so this whole table is just full of stuff that I've ordered to sell, stuff that I brought home from the Goodwill to sell. Down here is, sorry guys, is the pile of clothing that my friend just got to me. Actually, let me just switch the camera. I know there's an easier way to do this so that I can, let me see how to switch it when it's mid-video. Well, I don't know how to do that. But anyway, so I have 4 piles in here normally, I think, is what you would say. I have the pile that I've just brought in. Most of the time it's in bags. The tags aren't off. It's not measured. Nothing is done with it. Then I have the pile that is waiting to go to my photographer. So those are things that I work on. I look at them. I don't do the spreadsheet until I have it back from my photographer, because it's just easier for me to know, okay, this is this group of photos. Then I type in the spreadsheet in order as my photographer gets them done. So I always have what I just brought in, boxes for her that I've sorted. I've checked for stains. They don't need washed. They're fine. So as soon as she's done with the next load, that's the pile I'm going to give her. Then I always have the pile that my photographer has done and I'm going to get ready to do the spreadsheet on. And then I also have the 4th pile, which is all done as far as I'm concerned, but I'm just waiting for my virtual assistants to get the work back to me. So I have those separate. So it doesn't look like I have any organization, but I do have those 4 piles, and I always know where they are. And then I actually have the 5th pile, which is when it's completely done. Then it goes into my garage, and that's where Emily puts it all away, makes sure that the eBay listings match. She puts in the inventory number wherever she's going to go put it, because we have IKEA bags. I think I've showed you on my other videos all my blue IKEA bags. And so when a certain bag gets empty, then obviously she puts it on the spreadsheet and she goes and fills that. So I know I used to do this process from start to finish all by myself. It can be done, but then I would have to give up my nursing job, which is a decent amount of money too. Even though I've only been a nurse 10 years, I made a decision in my life to, at least for right now, keep that income too. And this way, it keeps me from being the only person in the business, which is a challenge of mine. Why would I want to pay someone when I like working in my business? So then it did get to where I was just working, 6 days a week, sometimes 6.5, and I loved it, so it wasn't a burden, but it's not good. I want this to be a real business, one where I do take week-long vacations and go. And so now I have that, especially because I have Emily, who I've showed you in one of my videos. So today is Sunday, and I did go to church. I'm kind of tired today, even though I woke up on my own at 5. I'm probably going to go back to bed, take a nap for a while, eat lunch with my hubby. Tomorrow's my daughter's birthday, so we're going to be going out of town again. So I'm losing my Monday, which is one of my normal days off. And so I wouldn't work at all today if it weren't for basically having a shopping day again tomorrow. We're just going to see her for a few hours. She has friends coming over. She's 22 and she, has friends coming over for kind of a little girl party or whatever. And so we're going to go to lunch with my son and daughter-in-law, and then take our daughter Lydia out to lunch for her birthday, have her gifts and everything. But then I'll be 90 miles away from where I am today, so I'm going to go ahead and go shopping, go ahead and hit the Goodwill. This Goodwill always replenishes really good on Mondays, so I'm either going to be there by 9 in the morning, or I might give them some more time, and I might just leave here, just go to lunch, and then shop for a couple hours after lunch. I'm not sure which way I want to do it. I do want to give the Goodwill time to bring out all those clothing racks, because especially in this town where they get hit with the college kids are just coming back. This is the first week back for the University of Wyoming has, I want to say, 12,000 students. Some are part-time, some don't live here. They commute from cities around Laramie, but definitely there's about 12,000 new people coming back for the next school year. And so that Goodwill gets hit. The furniture gets wiped out, the clothing gets wiped out, and so they are just bringing racks and racks and racks of stuff that they've been keeping back there. They're starting to bring the Halloween out. I've seen lots of Halloween. I haven't found anything that tempted me yet. I've been buying lots of overalls. I've learned that from other resellers, and then just in my own experience that people do put those on scarecrows, so even just beat up old overalls sell pretty good for me. So I'm stocking up on overalls, stocking up on winter clothes. I still buy swimsuits if they're new with tags, or if I see something interesting. So I am doing that too. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do the rest of the day. I am going to go to church tonight too. We do have a night service, and I don't always go, especially in the winter. I have to just double back to my job, so I do miss certain parts of church in the winter. So in the summer, or when I can, I try to go and and go to Bible study and everything tonight. So I'm going to do that. So I will be posting on Instagram. If you're not on there, I am Outstanding Books 1 on Instagram. Please join me on there. I do post there a lot more. I do just take pictures of almost everything I sell that's interesting in any way, and I put it on there, and I put a quick quote about how much I paid, how much I hope to get. And so that really is a good way too, if you just want to see daily posts from me. When I go full-time again, which we've already talked about, I don't know quite when I'm going to make that decision. I want eBay to be at least 8 to 10 consistently again, where I had it before I would consider giving up my nursing job. I want to know that I've got a couple thousand items stocked up waiting for me to list. So I have a lot of little things that for me are important before I give up my day job. I have to have a certain amount of savings that's important to me, just in case eBay kicked me off for a few days, or Amazon kicked me off, or whatever. I just feel like I need to have those things in place so that it's a good, fun transition. And the hard part for me is that I do love my job. This is something people don't talk about, is that I'm very, very torn. I don't hate my job, and my nursing job is very cush. It's very easy compared to other nursing jobs. It's not working on med surge, which if you're a nurse and you're following me, that's tough. That's something that I loved it too. I felt really good by the end of the night. Like, look at me. I took care of 12 patients off and on today. So I always felt this real rush with that too. But I was anxious to move on and do my business full time. But now I have kind of a research nursing job. And so my coworkers are really, really nice to me, especially with what I've been through this last year. And I've talked about that in other videos. When my son died, these people have just done everything they can for me. They've come out of the woodwork to work for me, when I needed it at first. And so it's just really hard to leave. I kind of feel like this bond that I never went to work to find. Like I'm so happy I found it, but then that's what I want with eBay. That I want eBay coworkers, and that's what I have in my business. I have my friends who work for me, Emily and Virginia, and then my virtual assistants. They're becoming like family to me. They've worked for me even just 4 or 5 months, but some of them, they send me pictures of their kids, and I tell them, hey, I'm not going to be getting you much work today because it's my daughter's birthday. And there's this kind of friendship thing even with my virtual assistants who I've never met in person. So I didn't think I was taking this nursing job 2 years ago to get friendship or have a camaraderie at work. I just thought I'd show up, do my job, get out of there, get back to my business and get it built and then get out of there for good. Like that really was my plan. My son was sick at the time. We had overwhelming medical bills, even though we had good health insurance. It's just a story. The only reason I talk about it is because other people are doing the exact same thing, and other people need to know that you can fight and recover your business. So that's why I'm just very open about how my life is. I'm not going to make videos saying, look at me, I'm making $1 million right now. I've really, really struggled in this business with my cash flow because of my son's illness. And then of course he passed away. And so, I know, I won't talk about it every video because, we are trying to do positive things. We have a scholarship for my son. We try to just do very positive things and focus on the blessings we do have. And like I said, my daughter's birthday's tomorrow. So we're very blessed to have 2 other children, but it doesn't fix it, obviously. So for those of you who watch me because you've lost a child, let's not ever pretend that we're normal again, because we're not. But, I don't know. I don't know where I was going. Sorry, guys. I got off kind of on a tangent. That's another channel that I have that has to do with just strictly having lost a child. And when I get that up and running, I will invite people who have found me and who watch me for that to, go over there for those type of topics. I don't want to bore people who haven't lost a child, but all of us have some kind of grief or I've never been through a divorce. I've never been rejected like that. So there are other types of suffering too. And I don't want to diminish those. There are other reasons why some of us just are so attracted to eBay because, sometimes life just isn't easy to have a regular job. It's not simple for everybody. For me, when I first started going back to work at this nursing job, it was very, very tough. My son was still fine. We didn't know he was going to pass away. He still seemed like he was very healthy. So I took that job to help him through college and to help pay for bills. But when I first started, it was just a job to me. And I'm kind of like, I wish I didn't have to do this, just because I'm used to my freedom. I'm used to doing eBay all day, watching Netflix, talking to my friends who are bringing me stuff that's done. That's the life that I had. Now, I still have that life 4 days a week, but the other 3, it's become this blessing to me where after I lost a child, it probably wasn't the best thing for me to be home all day alone by myself, even though my husband comes in and has lunch. And these people who have never lost children have no reason to embrace me or I just can't explain. So now I am a little torn. Like, how do I quit that? How do I quit those people who truly make me part of the team, even though especially at first I'd go in a room and cry and they'd do my work for me. I'm not teasing you guys. And they have put up with, asking me, how are you doing this week? Even though they know what the answer is going to be. I know them well enough that it's going to be tears. It's going to be, and they still ask me, they still go there. And my bosses have never said, you're not pulling your weight, you need to just, go home, get well, and come back. They've never done that. So it's more of a struggle than it seems now to quit than, even though, I said, I never went there with the intention of not bonding with people. No offense. I'm an entrepreneur. This is what I do. I don't really want to go have a day job and bond with people. That's not what I ever thought I wanted to do. And then here I am. I have this alternate life now where I've bonded with people at work, and it's a real small nursing facility type thing. I don't want to say exactly where I work, but now I just feel it's not obligation either. I mean, I feel partly obligated because they've been so kind to me, and that is a little bit of it, but it's just when I go, I'm like a team member, and I don't know. I don't know what to do now, guys. But this is my ultimate thing. I mean, I guess what I'm really hoping, truly, I'm just an honest person, is that the people that I dearly love, that they'll just fade away and quit, and then I won't have such a hard time making this decision. Because I feel like I'm just a few months from having my business back up to about $8,000 to $10,000 a month where I had it on eBay. Amazon's going to take me a little bit longer. I do have all kinds of loans available. Amazon's offering me a loan right now